If this is a consular ship, where is the ambassador?
The thrilling tales of the Jedi Knights made the Star Wars movies among the biggest ever made, and they all started in the imagination of George Lucas. But Leonard Maltin found out on an exclusive visit to Skywalker Ranch in Northern California that Lucas has more in mind for the Skywalker family.
There's a lot of things happening. It's much more about betrayal and those kinds of issues.
Most moviegoers around the world are already familiar with those landmark films Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. But many of them may not realize that those three hit films were the fourth, fifth, and sixth chapters of a much larger story. During a recent visit with the creator of Star Wars, George Lucas, he revealed some of his plans for the next series of Star Wars films.
Well, the Star Wars saga, I'm not going to pin you down to things you may not even have thought of yet, but I mean, will it be a continuation the way of the kind of films we've seen already?
Yeah, it's pretty much in the same, it's designed to fit in one big package, so it definitely is not going to be completely different. It does take place earlier than the ones that you've seen.
You may recall that the opening title of the original Star Wars film labeled it Episode 4, A New Hope. What Lucas has on the drawing boards is chapters 1, 2, and 3.
The characters are younger, but much younger. It takes place about, well, the first one, which will come out, is literally, you know, about 40 years earlier than the one that was the original Star Wars. So it's quite a ways back. And, you know, I think there's some very interesting things about it.
Things as interesting as the intergalactic battles between the rebel forces led by Luke Skywalker and the Imperial Starfleet.
There's some action, you know, there's action in it. There's some action set pieces and things like that. But it's more people betraying people, you're not knowing quite what's going on, you know, you don't know who the good guys are or who the bad guys are, and it's, you know, it'll be interesting.
Well, are any characters in it? If it's earlier, a lot of them wouldn't be alive, right?
Well, it's you know, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker and Mrs. Anakin Skywalker.
One can only imagine a young Obi-Wan Kenobi flashing his lightsaber, and think of the possibilities of learning how Luke Skywalker's father, Anakin, turned from Jedi Knight to the evil Darth Vader.
When you put it all together, it'll be a complete story.
Meanwhile, for Star Wars buffs who want to do their homework and be ready for the new episodes, the first 3 films are available in a new Laserdisc box set, complete with notes, drawings, and background footage of all the models used in the series. Leonard Maltin, Entertainment Tonight.
Thanks, Leonard. So the big question is when. George told us he'll start the screenplay on Part 1 within 6 months. But before production can begin, he has to oversee a 4th Indiana Jones movie.